Calvin Ridley, to me, is kind of being disrespected with his draft capital right now. Obviously, was paired up with Trevor Lawrence last year in Jacksonville, so there was a lot of hype about him, being his top 12 guy and things like that. But now he's been pushed down all the way to the wide receiver 36, which makes no sense because he finished as the wide receiver 18 last year. Wide receiver 18. After all of that, Calvin Ridley's not good talk. Calvin Ridley's dropping touchdowns. He was still the wide receiver 18. Y'all could have been right if he was catching them touchdowns, but he had a year off of football. I think he's in store for a really big season. Brian Callahan, the coach, has talked about using him like Jamar Chase was used in Cincinnati, which means he's going to be force-fed, a lot of targets used at the line of scrimmage. So this is a player who played well last year, is in his prime. Why are we taking this guy outside of the top 30 receivers? Can we get 70 catches, 1,000 yards, and 8 touchdowns again out of Calvin Ridley? You bet your ass you can. Calvin Ridley should outplay that. I think he might be a top 15 guy when it's all said and done if they use him correctly and if he can stay healthy. Calvin Ridley going outside of the top 30 receivers is a crime. Last year, when we were drafting JSN in the top 35, 40 receivers, this was like, yo, Jackson Smith-Njigba, he's going to break out, and he's going to be this, alpha number one receiver, and he's going to take over DK and Tyler Lockett's spot. And what happened? He started the year, he was hurt, had the hurt wrist. Took him a couple weeks to get going. He showed promise last year, but to me, it was like he never took that full step. He never showed that he was that guy, and he was very excited this offseason about the coordinator and offensive change. JSN, for where we're getting him at and the potential of what he could be in this offense and what they drafted him to be in this offense should blow this position out the water. Wide receiver 43, he should blow this out the water. He has to be able to find his role in this offense behind DK Metcalf. He will still clearly be behind DK Metcalf, and he has to show that he's overtaken now Tyler Lockett. I think he will do this. I think he will play extremely well in this offense. Is he a 100-catch guy or a 10-touchdown guy? No. But do I think he can crack 1,000 yards this year? Absolutely. Jason, a steal right now. Wide receiver 43.